right, 19 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Years and years ago, Robin, in the galaxy far, far and away, you and I used to play music and tell stories at elementary schools.
Yeah.
We had this children's music act we used to do, and then we started doing this. We stopped doing that. And about a year ago or so, we had an opportunity to kind of revisit what we used to do. We went into one of the local schools as we were invited to do our old gig, and just for the sake of those who don't know, it was probably a big 30-year gap, you think? About 30 years, you think? 25, 25?
Less than that, yeah. About 20, I would think.
Well, Alex is 30. It must have been 25.
Okay.
Like a 25-year gap.
Okay.
I mean, the live shows.
Yeah.
Between the live shows. Okay. Well, when we were in the school, you look around the school, right? And you see little black children, little white children, right? And I'm guessing a variety of different religions. You can't tell by looking. And they're all getting along. And you think, why isn't the world like this, right?
Exactly.
Why doesn't the world get along with each other? These little children can. Scott Becker is the president of the Nissan Foundation and the senior vice president of administration. He's talking to us about the benefits of living and working together in a diverse society and how people can get involved today to make their communities better places for everyone. What a positive message that is. Good morning, Scott. How are you?
Good morning, Larry. Good morning, Robin. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you. Where are you calling from?
I'm actually calling from Washington, D.C., because I'm here with some of my colleagues from Nissan Foundation. We're going to be announcing today our grantees for our 2017 round of grants through the foundation.
Oh, really?
We're here actually. We're here at the National Newspaper Publishers Association convention, which is a association of African-American owned newspapers, and we're very honored that they are having us here today. It's really a very synergistic kind of thing for us to make our announcement here.
And does the Nissan Corporation decide who is the recipient of the grants based on cultural diversity?
Yeah, what we do, we established this foundation 25 years ago. It's actually interesting. I heard your story. You guys were talking about the shows that you did years ago. And 25 years ago, in 1992, our company was headquartered in L.A. and felt we really wanted to do something. There was a lot of unrest, obviously, that occurred after the Rodney King verdict, and we wanted to do something in response to that. And so we established the Nissan Foundation with the express mission of trying to build bridges and to foster greater cultural understanding in our communities. And for 25 years, we've been engaging with nonprofits in numerous states across the country, and we're very proud, as I said today, 29 nonprofits are going to receive grants of over $700,000 today.
Wow. That's amazing.
Do they know in advance who they are?
We actually we did issue the press release a couple hours ago, and we're going to do kind of an official rollout, if you will, at lunch today. But yes, those groups now know that they've received grants.
And can you tell us, and can you tell us what they will do with the money?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very wide range of different organizations that are getting the money. The common theme, as I said, is promoting understanding and among different cultures. But the way that these organizations go about it is in many ways vastly different. We're supporting groups that in many instances are providing education and outreach to adults and to children. Some great examples are actually here with us in Washington today. The Japanese American National Museum in California, in Los Angeles, is we're working with them to provide opportunity for school children to learn about the Japanese American experience here in the U.S., particularly focused around some of the very unfortunate issues around World War II.
Right.
We are here with, as well, the Nashville Public Library Foundation, which has a very innovative program that, using their civil rights room and artifacts and information, is engaging a conversation between the community and law enforcement, which we're very excited about. We're also here with the National Center for Civil and Human Rights in Atlanta, which is doing some really great work in the civil rights space. So it's a very wide range of different groups, and we're very proud to partner with these organizations.
Well, that's what diversity is. It's about a wide range of diverse groups. Yeah, I love that, and it's not a hard sell for me. To me, it's an easy one. It's an obvious one. But I'm guessing sometimes you do face a little bit of resistance. I'm guessing. I don't know where, but And I'm sure those people have a lot of work to do. just a guess. I don't know.
You know, I don't want to sound Pollyannish about it, but I mean, I really do think that when people engage one-on-one is really how you break a lot of barriers down. You know, I see it. I have one child in college, one in high school, and kind of experiencing the world through their eyes a little bit. I think the more exposure they have to people that come from a different background and have histories and different religions and the like, that's what creates the understanding. People are people, and I think the more we can do to bring them together, I think the more we can move things forward.
I wonder about the diversity in age groups, though. I can remember the one dividing thing for me when I was a kid. It wasn't who's black and who's white, but who's old and who's young. You know, that to me was more of a dividing. I wonder if that plays a factor in any of the things in our culture. I'm not necessarily expecting you to have that answer, but I just wonder about it.
Well, I'm not sure I don't know, Larry, if you Snapchat or not, but that might be a barrier if you want to get with the younger generation. I'm not sure.
You know, I signed up for it, but I hardly understand it. I think I did it once. Oh, well, that's the key right there. Oh, my gosh.
Do you think that social media does bring communities closer together?
I actually do think that it can in many ways. I think that I strongly believe in the notion, obviously, of personal interaction and engagement, and doing so electronically as a substitute for face-to-face interaction probably isn't helpful. But I think, in my view, I think social media is an opportunity, though, to get information out there and for people to connect. In fact, it's actually a great segue. We've established a hashtag, which is hashtag Nissan Community, and if any of your listeners go look there as well as on our website, I think they can learn a lot about the work that a lot of these great agencies and organizations we're working with are doing in their communities.
What kind of criteria do you have for those organizations that you consider to be the highest priority on the list that they have to exude?
Yeah, we, obviously, as I said before, our foundation has a pretty specific mission. So first and foremost, we have to make sure that the organization and their particular program, we really focus on supporting programs, are consistent with that and reflective of our values. But beyond that, what we're really looking for are organizations that are innovative, creative, finding new and different ways to connect people. But also that have demonstrated measurable results as well. Their ability to touch a lot of people and truly drive outcome in their communities. We have a very dedicated group on our foundation board that spends a lot of time engaging with these organizations. We go visit them and really try to understand what it is they're trying to do, so that we can really focus our attention on the organizations we know are having the most impact, and try to provide opportunities for our employees as well to engage with those groups.
Well, by the way, I just went to your website. I think I want a car. You got some nice looking.
I love Nissans. They're the best.
Robin is a big Nissan fan. I don't know if you want to talk about your cars at all.
Do you look at the organizations themselves too, about where the money goes that they receive? Because some organizations are out there, they're listed as nonprofit, but a lot of the money goes to administrative fees and not enough to the people in need.
Yeah, that is absolutely something we look for and look at specifically. We are very focused on programs. So, as a great example, a program that will provide school children with the opportunity to visit a museum, as an example, is an area where we know that the money is going specifically to providing the transportation and the opportunity for those kids to experience it, rather than going more to sort of corporate overhead and the like. And that's not a knock. Nonprofits obviously have their expenses that they need to cover to drive the mission, but we're trying to be very programmatic in what we're doing.
Wow, it's contributing in more ways than just giving us some great cars to drive. This blue one, though, this Nissan Intelligent Mobility Boulder Ride, what is that? Oh, that is a sharp-looking car. Is that a self-driving car? What is that?
appreciate it. Well, Nissan Intelligent Mobility is kind of our umbrella around connected cars and autonomous vehicles and electric vehicles as well. So that is the future of where transportation is moving.
I'll be old, but I'll have a car that drives me. I don't have to
There
drive.
you go.
You also
you can Snapchat while you're driving, right, Larry?
you also have
Right.
3 ways to improve any community. There's 3 bullet points.
Yeah, based on our experience and once again, I can't emphasize enough the impact that the organizations we're partnering with are having in the community. From where we sit, frankly, we're just amplifying their message. But from what we've seen and the experience we've had, we really think there are 3 keys, and it all starts from listening. It all starts from, in an empathetic way, hearing the real concerns that exist in the community. I don't want to get political at all, but I think that clearly in our society today, too many people are hearing what they want to hear and not necessarily listening to the concerns that people have.
Right.
Listening is key. Engagement is the second component, which is people need to get up and be heard and have an impact. Ultimately, that's the way things truly change. And then finally is empowerment, which is from a foundation standpoint where we think we can have the biggest impact, which is whether it's through funding or, once again, getting the message out and helping support the work being done by these groups. That empowerment is really the final component.
Wow.
I think my hope is in the young people, not just the little ones like I was talking about earlier, but I think the teenagers. We do a broadcast from the mall, and so through the window we can see these young people here, and I am very confident that these young people are going to make tomorrow a much better place, and having huge corporations and foundations who are doing the right thing like you guys are will make it even more better. Scott, thank you for taking time out of your day to be with us today. What website do we direct people to? Any?
Yes, NissanUSA.com. Information's available about the Nissan Foundation, and once again, #Nissan Community as well.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Scott. Thank you for being on the air with us today.
Thanks, Barry. Thanks, Robin. Have a great day.
You're welcome. You too. We'll be right back.
Announced during the Ford Summer Sales Event, get 0% financing for 72 months, plus an additional $1,000 on top of your trade-in. It's summer's hottest deal on vehicles like Ford Focus, Fusion, Escape, and Edge. Offer ends July 5th. Take on summer right with Ford, America's best-selling brand, and save big across a full lineup of Ford vehicles. Get 0% financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 on top of your trade-in. Hurry into the summer sales event, going on now only at your Ford dealer. Best-selling based on 2016 sales. Not all buyers qualify for Ford credit financing. 72 months at $1,389 per month per $1,000 financed, regardless of down payment. Trade Assist Cash requires trade-in of 95 or newer vehicle, or lease terminated 30 days prior to or 90 days after delivery. Not available on Focus RS. See dealer or go to buyfordnow.com for complete details. Take new delivery from dealer stock by July 5th, 2017.
Ad Council.
Here are today's headlines from The Source. WOCA 6 staff members and 1 inmate have been injured during a major disturbance at a Florida prison. Florida